Welcome back, Honestman, Bioshock, picking up right where we left off last time, outside of Julie Langford's research laboratory here in Arcadia. Andrew Ryan has pumped some sort of agent into the atmosphere which is killing all the plants. And that's no good, because the plants down here are where the oxygen comes from. So Julie has tasked us with trying to help rectify that situation. But, of course, we have some bad guys trying to kill us. So that's what they do. There we go, another damage bonus. We like that.
You can file this place.
They dress up in leaves and call themselves the Saturnine. Please. They drink human blood and chant, "Harness the flame, harness the mist," and believe they're touched by the ancient gods. An aging bunch of frat boys tilting back goblets of plasmids and calling it ambrosia.
I hate the babies the most. They come out covered in death.
Yes, the way into the tree farm was overgrown when we came through the first time. But now that the vegetation is dying, we have a path through.
I know better.
Yeah, she was controlling a turret. Here it is.
Now, I'm a woman of science, but I'm also a woman who's not afraid of turning a buck or two. Ryan said if I could boost profits in Arcadia, part of the up would ride on my hip. So I get to thinking, we're paying for oxygen when we got photosynthesizing trees. Hell, we can even sell the extra to the rest of the city and undercut the other guys. Ryan will like that for sure. Fontaine's people have moved into the O2 biz tooth and claw.
Yeah, in case it didn't become apparent, there is a max amount of money. I don't recall if you can get a bigger wallet, but at least right now I am maxed at $500. Oh. The turret screwed me up there. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I think Langford is going to want us to get multiple things, unless I'm just losing my mind. And right now, we do not need to go to the farmer's market. She wants us to get the rose. And the rose is in the waterfall grotto. But before we go there, we do have this power to the people weapon upgrade station. Now, I think that first one was really a no-brainer for basically everyone. You know, just go with the shotgun damage because of how important the electrical buckshot is for big daddies. But now it's pretty wide open. I'm tempted to finish off the shotgun and make it even better. And almost certainly that's what I'm going to do next time, perhaps. But right now, I think I'm going to go grenade damage. Because one thing lacking in my arsenal is area of effect damage. And that's the niche for the grenade launcher. And it also can help against big daddies. So let's go grenade damage. There we go. We'll go this way.
He is a poison! Kill him!
Poison! Kill the poison! The parasite!
Put it straight to work there. I think what they were doing is they were beating this Houdini splicer. It was a bunch of thug splicers beating Houdini slicer to death. Security evasion. Cameras and turrets take longer to see you. I don't hate it, but I don't think it's good enough. Here's our rose.
You ruin everything! Everything!
Brought the Rosa Gallica? Oh, what are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Send it through the pneumo. This is perfect. Perfect. Come on up to my office. I'm letting you in now. I think I've got just the thing to put the green back in this forest.
Hacking expert. One fewer alarm and one fewer overload tile. That's decent, but I don't think it's better than what I have. And I don't have the space.
Isn't there anything in this damn place those pagans won't steal? Paper towels, ink pots, witch hazel, chlorophyll solution, even my back issues of National Geographic. They're feathering their disgusting little shrines with it, I suppose. Sick bastards. I've got the security system in this joint hacked, so those turrets won't bite. Come on up to my office. can't teach an old hound new tricks. This batty plant woman spends 4 years coming up with ways to defoliate trees in the Pacific to scare out the Japs, and now here I am, down at the bottom of the Atlantic, trying to figure out how to do the same thing in reverse. Adam. It's bathtub gin times the atom bomb times Eve with a serpent. Let's go see what it can do.
Money changed hands. Let me read to you from the agreement. Section 3, subsection 4.
Mr. Ryan?
Ryan Industries maintains exclusive rights to the creation, use, and exploitation of the Lazarus vector. Ownership is civilization.
Wait! No! Please!
Without it,
Mr. Ryan!
9457.
Every time we get a yard ahead, Ryan goes and moves the goal line down to the other side of the field.
I've been killing trees for 25 years. At Berkeley back in the 20s, on the Japs at Iwo Jima. But I never brought one back from the grave before. I did, Becky. Mama's gonna build her first damn Frankentree. I'm gonna call my little creation the Lazarus Vector. Maybe it'll bring the old gal's career back from the dead as well.
Chemical thrower. Yeah, that's pretty good. What was the code here? 9457. Yeah, we gotta move faster. There we go. Lazarus vector formula and the market key.
Being a damn genius if the only ones around to appreciate it are a bunch of spliced up morons. I've cracked the vector, or at least I'm 99% certain I have. I just need a bud of Rosa gallica to confirm my analysis. Distilled water, a bit of chlorophyll, and enzymes extracted from Apis mellifera. That's right, sweetheart. Honeybee spit.
Okay. So my memory failed me a little bit. I'm not getting the ingredients for her per se. I'm getting them for myself because she did.
Arcadia is a big place, but mostly rural. If you're looking for something in particular, I'd start at the farmer's market.
Okay, yeah, now we're back. A little out of sequence there, but this is where we need to be now.
Germans, but in truth I did not find tormentors in the prison camp, but kindred spirits. These children I brutalized I've awoken something inside that for most is beautiful and natural, but in me is an abomination. My maternal instinct.
A man creates. A parasite asks, where is my share? Okay, there's some of the enzyme we need.
Julie, my dear, I am trying to run a business here. You want to spend time with my honeybees? Well, I'm gonna have to start charging you for the pleasure. If I come out one more time and find you lolling out there amongst my hives, I'm grabbing my shotgun. As to your question, yes, my days in beekeeping school are a blur. But I do seem to remember something about that enzyme you keep blabbing on about.
Oop, yep, that's a lot of trouble.
Can you come get me?
Alright, we just have to be quick.
Nobody laid their hand on me!
Alright, that'll do. Yeah, camera here. Once again, just gotta be fast. Lots of oil here.
Children, their very motivations, their tuneless songs, their ghastly errands, their ghoulish Frankenstein fathers. But we've all placed our hand on the great chain of endeavor. My hand is on it. Fontaine's is on it. We all pull it and are pulled by it. Yes, these children are an abomination. But it is not my hand alone on the chain that created them. No. Their little fingers were right there, next to mine.
Okay, yeah, this is perfect. If they've got some distraction here from splicers, that works fine for me. This is gonna go real bad for them.
You saved me.
In 10 years in this dump, I've come to accept a very low standard of life. But even at the bottom of this fish tank, a man must have standards. The pathetic Trudeau down at Morley Winery has started putting water to his terrible wine. Water! When I confronted him with this fact, he tells me, Pierre, this is not to worry. The water, she is distilled. It could be worse. I could take it right from the ocean.
Okay, distilled water down that way from the winery. Let's clear out the farmer's garden first, though. I have another security camera here. Can I get over the counter? I don't think so, or I just jumped really poorly. One of the two. Just like so.
I observe all his commandments.
Father, why have you forsaken me? I traded you, O Lord, for my...
What's that?
No!
Hold it!
You know what we do to Judas says? Nothing. Just the trickster playing with my ears.
Okay, Eve Link 2. Get Eve when you use medkits. The first level version of this was one I almost bought quite a while back, but I do not have the capacity for it. This is a physical tonic, though. Next time I get to a Gatherer's Garden, another physical tonic slot is maybe a good idea.
his commandments. I observe all his commandments. I observe all his commandments. I observe his commandments. Cursed shall be the fruit.
Boarding and education. Children are the future of culture.
On my walk today, I had my first encounter with a pair of them. He, a lumbering palooka in a foul-smelling diving suit, and she, an unwashed moppet in a filthy pink smock. Her pallor was off, green and morbid. And there was a rather unpleasant aspect to her demeanor, as if she were in an altogether different place than the rest of us. I understand the need for such creatures. I just wish they could make them more presentable.
One of the children came and sat in my lap. I push her off. I shout, "Get away from me!" I can see the Adam oozing out of the corner of her mouth, is thick and green. Her filthy hair hanging in her face, dirty clothes, and that dead glow in her eye. I feel hatred, like I never felt before, in my chest, bitter, burning fury. I can barely breathe. And suddenly I know, it is not this child I hate.
Dr. Suchong, frankly, I'm shocked by your proposal. If we were to modify the structure of our commercial plasmid line as you propose, to have them make the user vulnerable to mental suggestion through pheromones, would we not be able to effectively control the actions of the citizens of Rapture? Free will is the cornerstone of this city. The thought of sacrificing it is abhorrent. However, we are indeed in a time of war. If Atlas and his bandits have their way, will they not turn us into slaves? And what will become of free will then? Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Right, because that's why you brainwash the masses. It's for their own good, of course. That's why you take away their rights. It's for their own good.
Rapture reminds us. The bottom of the ocean is our home, but it can also be a dangerous place. Any leak is a bad one. Report
Please get away, please!
Watch out for the insects. The bees. The bees!
Adam acts like a benign cancer, destroying native cells and replacing them with unstable stem versions. while this very instability is what gives it its amazing properties, it is also what causes the cosmetic and mental damage. You need more and more Adam just to keep back the tide. From a medical standpoint, this is catastrophic. From a business standpoint, well, Fontaine sees the possibilities.
Yeah, here we go. Smoke. We need smoke to subdue the bees. Okay. I got all the samples I needed. I think we can get out of there. Let the bees take care of them.
Andrew Ryan asks you a simple question. Are you a man or a slave?
Why do they wear those masks? Maybe there's a part of them that remembers how they used to be, how they used to look. And they're ashamed.
I used to be beautiful. What happened to me?
The children must remain functional to be effective producers of Adam. I had hoped we placed them into vegetative states so they would be more pliable. I find being around them very uncomfortable. Even with those things implanted in their bellies, they are still children. They play, sing. Sometimes they look at me, and they don't stop. Sometimes they smile.
Who knew to make it on Broadway?
I just want to go to sleep. Just want to go to sleep. I just want to go to sleep.
I said you play!
Clear you.
Here it is! They make me eat everything I see! They make me eat everything I see! They make me eat everything I see! They
just to breathe. Dad, can you come get me?
There we go. That's all the distilled water.
Do you have all the components for the Lazarus Vector yet? If you do, best head to a crafting station. Then, head back to Langford's lab and put the whole witch's brew in the mister. That should clear this fog right up.
Okay, let's get to it.
Would you kindly get this thing crafted already? Air's only getting thinner down here.
Hold your horses. But yeah, so I haven't mentioned these yet, but these U-Invent stations, this is basically the game's crafting system. So they sort of introduce money, right? And then money kind of phases out a little bit because you're maxed at $500. And after that initial hump in the first couple levels, you sort of reach a saturation point where you have enough money that ammunition is not really a problem anymore. So then they introduce the crafting system where it's like, okay, you can't necessarily buy these things, but you can craft them. So then there's different drops that begin to manifest, which are components for this crafting system. So like exploding buckshot, for example, you can craft, but I don't believe you can buy that. So I'm going to craft some of those. Hacking tools as well. I don't believe you can buy those, but you can craft them. And other special ammunition types here. But for our purposes, the Lazarus Vector is a craftable item. And that's what we've been collecting those ingredients for. There we go.
From the sounds of that U-Invent, I'm guessing you're the proud papa of a brand new Lazarus Vector. Now drop the Vector into a gadget called the Central Misting Control. Then we'll be cooking with gas.
And before we do that, before we get out of the winery, there's another weapon upgrade station here. And I had forgotten about the chemical thrower. But this one I wish I'd kind of saved that other machine, that other upgrade machine for. Because the chemical thrower is really good, actually. It's actually really good. And it kind of addresses the AoE concern that I mentioned previously. Reduce ammunition consumption on the chemical thrower. I like that. Let's do that. Because it burns through juice real quick. Alright.
Don't fight the inevitable. You'll run out of oxygen soon, and then just go to sleep.
Okay, that was a good showcase. I mean, I'm going to skip through that whole annoying section, but all I did was get into a dark corner and let the natural camouflage kick in and just wait it out. Now, certainly if I could gotten to the...
Curfew will be enacted on Thursday. Citizens found in violation will be relocated to Apollo Square.
Certainly if I could gotten to the bot deactivation terminal and just paid some money, you know, I could have shut them off. But I mean, look, especially on the higher difficulties, being able to just go invisible is huge. Okay, and this might be a little greedy, but I'm going to do a quick stop here to get another plasmid slot. And I'm going to buy target dummy.
Distract your enemies. Buy yourself time in dangerous situations.
Now, target dummy certainly isn't the sexy pick, but just like a lot of the different tools they give you in this game, it's all about how you use it. So hopefully I'll get a chance to showcase target dummy a little bit at some point here. I'm just going to keep that in my back pocket. Okay, let's get the oxygen going again. Canister there, or Lazarus vector.
It seems Julie's death didn't provide a clear enough lesson to you. Perhaps this will suffice.
Ryan's got your number. No doubt he'll be sending company. Best to head back to the lab entrance and seal her up. Might be the only way to keep the splicers out. I sent you a wee package through the Jumo. It's not much, but every little bit counts. Did you get that door closed? Good. That should buy some time.
Big Daddy, you're on my team. I choose you. Alright, you gotta get out of my way though, man. Oh my god. Wish I could give him orders.
Then head over to Rolling Hills and get the bathysphere. Next stop is Ryan's house. It's time for blood.
Well, got a few more stragglers here, but I think me and my buddy can take care of them. I think that's going to do it. We're going to wrap there and pick up next time getting into the bathysphere and heading to Ryan's place. Assuming all goes to plan, but nothing's going to go wrong, right? Guess we'll find out. That'll do it for now. Thank you all so much. Please like and subscribe. This has been Honest Man, and I'll be back next time with more Bioshock.